What's going on, everybody? It's Falchion with you once again. And once again, we're here with the boys. Plank, say what's up to the people.
What's up to the peoples?
Tell Julian to come in and give a wave.
He's running out. He's running out of chicken nuggets.
I got you.
You know, it's really weird. I mean, like, I know I'm interrupting your intro and things like that, but they don't make beef nuggets. They make chicken nuggets, but they don't make beef nuggets. Why don't they make beef nuggets? Anybody?
You're the cook. I was like thinking about it, and you're the one.
Because they make chicken tenders, right? And then they make chicken patties, but they make chicken, and they make chicken fried steak.
Chicken nuggets have lasted too long as a name brand, so they don't. Yeah.
Say what's up to the people, Geek.
Welcome. Hope you feel welcome. Hope you find a home.
Oh, let's do this.
And so let's jump into J Law's today in gaming history. Thank you. Not bring out the words. Today on the Dreamcast 20 years ago, the NFL 2K2 dropped, and so that reminded me of like the good old days when it wasn't just EA doing football games, or Madden wasn't the only football game, and so I chose that one out of the list. But yeah.
What's up, J Law?
What's going on, J Law?
And he's here in time for
J-Law's
this week in J Law gaming history.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, right?
Good evening, Kimberly.
Hey, Kimberly, welcome.
Hello.
Missed you guys on Wednesday this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of those weeks.
I mean, I hear you. It's been a wild one.
So
of course, I'm going to blame it on Kimberly. I was there ready, and I was watching TV until TV was watching me.
Yep. You started looking
and
at
she
the back
had
of
mercy. She had mercy on my soul and didn't wake me up. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
If you're looking at the back of my eyelids, man. I remember my mom doing that, watching TV, and if you change the channel, she'd be like, "Turn her back." I'm like, "You ain't even watching it, man."
Kimberly says you guys have opposite work schedules, but you will be back.
Very cool. Very cool.
That even without you, she's gonna do it. She don't need you.
Independent woman.
Don't start that. I'm gonna start playing Kevin Samuels on you. Hey, Shadow Fire, how's it going, sir?
Shadow in the house. What's going on, bro? Doing pretty good. How are you? So I've been looking forward to this for a really long time, right? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody watching live, and whoever is watching in the future, Gkmstr got a next gen console. Let's give it up for him, people. Woo! Finally, it's been years, and it hasn't even been a year, but it's been years. So I want to know, what'd you get, and what do you think?
Okay, people. So I got the Xbox Series S. Of course, I wanted the X, but they didn't have any. So
hi, Andrea.
I had to take what I could get. I had so much trepidation. I had to call the fellas. They had to talk me off the ledge. I was like, guys,
he did give us a call.
I had it in my cart. Now, see, after Falchion's been getting on me for not getting off of my division, I made sure to put it in my cart first and then call the fellas and say, pull the trigger or nah.
We said yes.
And so as soon as they said yes, I flipped back to it, hit checkout. I didn't pay shipping.
Yeah, that's good.
free expedited shipping. Got it from Microsoft.com. I didn't pay a penny over MSRP.
That's what's up.
Pay tax. Thank you, Shadowfire. Pay tax, no shipping. It arrived. I ordered it. What was that? Thursday?
Yeah.
And I received it on Tuesday, as expected. So yeah, let's get into that. Okay, so now I set it up, did the thing, and now I'm feeling like we're not gonna do PlayStation bashing. Well, until we do.
Hello, Lady A.
Hey, Lady A.
How are you doing?
Good evening, Andrea. So I got it, set it up, and I'm playing the thing, and there is no mistaking the difference in load time. So that I recognize that like right off the bat. But after, my excitement with the load time surpassed, I'm like, what do I have that I didn't have 2 hours ago? The same thing, just it loads faster. There are no new games, nothing that I now have access to that I didn't a minute ago. But with that said, sour grapes behind me. I have been playing on the console, and also I played some xCloud. I used the controller, played xCloud on my PC, except for a 15-20 minute hiccup. Lady A, correct me if I'm wrong. You were there. With the xCloud, the controller disconnected. But Lady A, what I found out was it might have been my fault. What I didn't know about the controller is that if you hit the button to resync it, I have my Elite controller. So if you hit this button to connect it with your console, if you hit it twice, you can switch between your PC and the console.
Yeah.
And so, in gripping the controller, maybe I hit it twice, and that might have been why it stopped connecting. So, learning curve. With that little gripe aside, I'm happy, and I'm now on the next gen console, and now that I'm on next gen, I'm on the hunt for the PS5.
Okay.
If I'm gonna go in, I want to go all in.
Very
Borderless
cool.
Gaming for life.
Very cool. Very cool.
So, if you had it to do over again, knowing what you know now, would you make the same decision? And couple that with the fact that what you really want is a Series X, and I know you have a plan to where once you can find a Series X, you are going to give the Series S to your boys and that or whatever. But knowing what you know now, would you make the same decision?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Hit the applause. Hit the button. I will.
Very cool.
Guys, if you know who we are, Falchion, GSA, we've always. It's funny. Even my son was saying something to me, and he said, "I'm so used to having both consoles," and it's true. So just because, it hasn't shown itself today. When I was talking to the fellas and I was saying, I'm on the fence, guys, do I do this? We talked about the shortage and the possibility of it getting worse. Might not be able to get a console to 2023. So I don't ever want to miss an opportunity and be further behind than I already am. And I still have both consoles set up so that I'm playing, and now I'm actually playing everywhere. I'm playing xCloud. I played Destiny on PC. I played it on the PlayStation. So I'm playing it everywhere, and I'm doing those analysis of, is the experience better here? Is it better there? And so, yeah, I have the console, people, and I'm happy with it. And if anybody was to ask me, should they do it? I would say get in, and Game Pass is awesome.
Game Pass is solid for me.
We played on xCloud from 12:30 p.m. Thursday night. Lady A kept me on till 2:30 p.m. Friday.
Oh, wow. So I will admit, okay, I saw you guys all grouped up together in Discord. I just happened to, I saw a chat on Lady A's area, and I was like, let me go look. And I saw you and Lady A and a bunch of other people were all playing.
Mr. Mayhem,
on
Cali Boy,
Discord.
Isaiah. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, geek. And if I recall correctly, it was a really odd time too. Maybe in the morning or something like that. Because maybe it was getting my son up in the morning or something like that. I was like, whoa, Geek is still online. What is he doing online?
I'm gonna blame it on you, Lady A. It's all you. The marathon session, no complaint.
Yeah.
My biggest suffrage was listening to Lady A talk about waffles, applesauce with cinnamon. That was more painful than the gaming session.
Right on.
That's cool.
But it was an awesome time.
So you said that you've been trying things like Game Pass and trying it on streaming to your phone and what have you. What's your experience? I mean, we've all heard my experiences, and I've had great experiences. But what about you, from your perspective?
Okay, as you just heard, that marathon session was done on xCloud. So I was on my PC, my Windows 10 PC, I have to specify, on my Windows 10 PC. And not only was I playing it, but we were playing it co-op. Lady A, were you on PC or were you on PlayStation?
Did you experience any lag at all on your network? When I played a couple of games,
that's my question.
But I started it during its beta. Is it still in beta? xCloud? I know when I played it was way earlier, and I had a bit of lag every now and again, but nothing crazy. But I'm not playing games like that. I was playing Octopath Traveler, so it was something really simple.
We played the whole 12 hours, and I only noticed lag once when a plane was going overhead, and you saw the wireless symbol in the top left corner, mm-hmm. and then it smoothed out.
Very cool.
Luckily for me, it wasn't in the middle of a jump, So there was no deaths. No animals were harmed in the making of this movie. And we had a great time. We talked on Discord. Lady A thinks she was on PC. She was playing Native, the PC game. I was playing xCloud. Where was Mr. Mayhem, Lady A? What was he on? And we were all talking in Discord. But as far as the gaming experience, couldn't tell that I wasn't playing on a console.
Have you played it on the cloud with the phone at all?
Yes.
And still good experience as well?
Good experience.
Yeah.
I didn't play as long, but okay, so Mayhem was on PC. Thanks, Lady A.
Because that was my selling point for getting the device altogether, was that Xbox's Game
remote
Pass
play.
The remote play and Game Pass was a really great feature. Yeah, that I'd be able to play on the PC, on my phone. You know what I'm saying? Like everywhere for the most part. And I was joking with Fashion, and I was saying, I have all of these Xbox achievements, and I don't own an Xbox. Like right. I own a PlayStation, and I don't have all these achievements, but I own it. You know what I mean? And then I got the Xbox, and now I'm like going on nuts. But I mean, it was neat that I had the features of owning a console, but didn't own the console. There was very few games though that were, some games you couldn't play. They weren't licensed to play on PC,
right?
But
right.
Generally speaking, most of them were games I wasn't really interested in anyway. So, but that was my selling point for getting the device.
So, good experiences on the console, good experiences off the consoles on other mediums. You said you would suggest it. Is your idea, see, for me, my suggestion is to get, if you can, at least the Series S, right? When people ask me about it, that's my suggestion, to get at least the Series S. Are you suggesting that, and this goes for you too, Plank, if you do suggest any of this, are you suggesting getting a console, or are you just suggesting Game Pass and play it wherever you can and don't even worry about the console?
I think the Game Pass as a service is a heavy competitor to Steam. The only thing that's different with Steam versus Game Pass that Steam has over Game Pass is third-party serial keys. Because you can find games out there stupid cheap. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, Game Pass is kind of a rental situation in certain aspects. If you don't catch it now, you may never catch it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So in that aspect, Steam still has kind of a leg up on Game Pass, but Game Pass is a solid service. It is a really solid service, especially with the ability to play everywhere. And now, like in comparison, I have again PlayStation 4, and they have a way to play their games on PC. And I played Ghost of Tsushima with you on it, and my experience wasn't all that great. Like one, it had a big border I couldn't get rid of.
Right.
Window border was there, and then there was lag in the network. I don't know if it's improved since then, but that, and you have to play with a controller. On Game Pass, you don't have to play with a controller. For me as a PC player, like that's my number one draw from playing any shooter is not being able to use my keyboard and mouse. And being able to use the keyboard and mouse, even with Xbox games, it was pretty good. Yeah, that's just me.
I'll have to check that on the PS5 because I can easily hook my keyboard and mouse up to my PS5 and play, and without issues. So I'll have to.
And you guys have said that before to me, that I could connect my mouse and keyboard to the Xbox, but it's a matter of where it's set up. Yeah,
right. So you would need a wireless setup.
I even then, so not only am I going to need a wireless setup, I need a station to sit at. Kind of like when you're playing your racing games or your simulators, you got this whole setup for your immersion. Like, this is my rig that I'm sitting in front of, and that's I have to have this rig in order to be comfortable the way that it sits. Sitting on the couch with a mouse and keyboard, I don't think that would be very comfortable. Something I could get used to. I like being right up on it.
Right.
But no, I do know that you can do it. I just haven't connected a mouse and keyboard to it. Plus, most of the games that are shooters on the Xbox, say, or even the PlayStation, I already own on PC. So, it's not a big deal. And my PC is pretty big. So, I'm not losing any quality there.
Right. And so what about you, Geek? Like, let's say you're talking to Lady, and she may have Game Pass or not. I don't know. Hopefully she'll be willing to put in a comment. But I know she doesn't have an Xbox Series yet, even if she's getting one. Would you just suggest to her to get Game Pass and be done with it, or would you suggest, hey, get the console?
Okay, so in the case of Lady A, I talked her into it. Because that's how we got on Outriders, and she didn't want to buy it again. So I was like, for Game Pass, you can have Outriders, and we can play. And we only did like once. But and look, the majority of Destiny is free on Game Pass. I bought the expansions on the PlayStation, but I got it all free from Bungie.net for the console. I mean, for the PC. Oh, okay. And so I've been just playing it through everywhere. Exactly what I said I didn't want to do. That triple platform life, which I did in Destiny 1, and I didn't want to do that again. So for Lady A that's on the fence, I would say just play it on Game Pass. Unless she starts to go towards something that needs more resources, like Flight Simulator. I don't see the need for the purchase.
Okay. See, because I'm trying to talk J Law into dropping $1 for 3 months of Game Pass and seeing what he thinks truly. And
$1, J Law, $1. Like, it's $1, yo. Like $1.
J Law, send me your Cash App. I'll Cash App you the $1.
Yeah.
Right.
And just to cover you, J Law, I'll give you the $1.09. Make sure you got the taxes out of the way. I got you, J Law.
Lydia says she still has her Xbox One. And to be honest with you,
he's gonna fight it to the end.
I know, right?
To be honest with you, one of J Law's big things is that he only plays 1 or 2 games at a time, right?
Sure.
So he is a completionist in that way. He loves going for the platinum trophies on the PlayStation. So he really does play only 1 or 2 games. Like right now he's playing Ark and a little bit of Warframe on the PlayStation. So, but I think that Game Pass will open up his gaming world without him having to buy any new equipment, save maybe a controller. But yeah, we'll see what he decides to do in the future.
I guess I could test that. Go grab a PlayStation controller and plug it into my PC to see if I can play Xbox games. I can't say that I have, but I mean it's Windows environment, so I imagine it should still work.
Maybe.
But I know that when you use the PlayStation's app on the PC, you have to use a PlayStation controller.
Right.
It won't let you use anything else.
One of the things about xCloud that was a slight gripe was that when I was having that 15-minute snafu, I tried connecting my Xbox controller wired to the PC. It recognized it, but it wouldn't let me play with it.
I had a similar problem, but I think that was more or less how I set it up. So like my keyboard has USB ports on it.
Right.
And I plugged in there and I had problems with it. But when I plugged it directly into the back ports of the back USB ports on my actual tower, it worked fine. So it may be a power issue. You know, certain USBs have more voltage than the others. It may be a power issue. I don't know if that's the case, but that was my experience with it. The back ports on my PC worked a lot better than trying to go through my keyboard, USBs, even though everything else works fine through that,
Right.
But I don't know.
All right, J-Law, here we go. We're going to talk about Sony.
So I like how you said Sony. Well, here, it's been 28 minutes, J-Law, and we're just now getting to Sony. So, and we might have something nice to say. You never know.
It could happen.
Both Sony and Microsoft released big updates for this console this week. I've been checking out the Sony update to this point, and it is excellent. They integrated they opened up the whole SSD thing to everybody. I don't know anything about that. I'm still on the fence about doing that. But they opened up the 3D sound for everybody to come through your television, and it works really nice. So if you don't have like a 5.1 or 7.1 surround sound, enable the 3D sound for your PlayStation, and it is a beautiful experience. I was surprised at how absolutely well it worked. CJ Law, never bet against the house, buddy. Never get. So I highly suggest, like I said, if you don't have a surround sound system hooked up to your PlayStation, to just turn on the 3D audio, use the mic on the controller to set it all up. So you just turn it on, have your controller listen to the sound, and it sets it all up really well. And honestly, it sounds better than my Sony 3D Pulse headsets to me. I'm not saying that I'm an audiophile like that, but that surround sound was really full, really around me. And I could really hear things going on like to the side or behind me. So
I do want to take a moment to compliment Sony on their controller, not even their newest controllers, but their controllers in general. I thought it was the neatest thing when I first started the PlayStation 4 when the audio was coming out of the controller. Like I was playing Horizon Zero Dawn and like there was part of the menu that you opened up and the controller made the sound. And I was like, wait, was that the controller? Because I'm sitting there like trying to figure out like, was that the controller that just made that sound, you know? And I think it's just something, it's like in terms of immersion, and I think Geek feels the same way about getting that sense of touch sensitive trigger, that little bit of immersion into it coming from the hardware was something unexpected, but it was really enjoyable. Like I think about that as a feature with a lot of other my other stuff, you know, in terms of controllers and whatnot. And why wouldn't they do something like that? They have the ability to do it, you know. And there's not even towards PS5. It's about the PS4, man. I don't have a PS5, but but I just thought it was neat, and that there's a mic in the controller. There's you know, and it has an actual function. The controller does more than just push buttons.
Right.
It's relaying a response back to you. But yeah, that was just a small thing. You know, I don't have the PS5, so they don't have the triggers, but I can only imagine that plus the triggers is making the controller a lot better. So,
like, honestly, the the PS5 controller, the DualSense, would be my favorite controller
if the sticks were offset.
The sticks were offset and it had back buttons on the back like my controller does.
Whoa.
Those things are wonderful, and that's the only thing that makes the DualSense less than for me. It's all the features that it does have, and I got to start working on it again. I was working on a video comparing the two, the DualSense compared to the series, the Elite Series 2, and how they compare, what have you. And I got to finish that up. But the DualSense has come a long way from the DualShock, in its features and everything, and I'm very surprised by it and happy with it. I just wish it, and the offset sticks might do it for me, to be honest with you. So I mean, I don't know, but yeah. Also, so like I said, the Microsoft.
Wait! Before you pass by that.
Oh, you got some.
I want to skip through all. I'm gonna skip through all of that.
You know, as in controllers, why did we get away from the D-pad? I feel like so on the Microsoft controller, the D-pad's in a really weird spot anyway, so it wouldn't be very intuitive to use. But on the PlayStation controller, the D-pad is in a really good spot. And I don't understand why they don't use it as much. I like, especially when I play fighting games, I much rather use the D-pad than I would using the thumbsticks.
Yeah, most people do. And that's for me, that's what's great about the Xbox controller, especially now. All of them, the new ones, have that kind of dish so that you can roll around on the D-pad. And I like the placement of the D-pad better there, but that just may be me. I mean, like, you're coming from, have you ever owned an Xbox before now, Blink?
I had the original Xbox.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Duke?
The big, huge VCR.
Keisha,
good evening.
Hey.
Good evening, Keisha. Happy Sunday.
Sunday to you.
I had the big old monster VCR Xbox.
So with these buttons on the back of this, right? Does this controller, is this a DualSense first of all?
It is.
This is for the PlayStation. I'd imagine I'd be running into those triggers though.
It is something I will admit that you have to get used to. They can get in the way, and you can accidentally hit them and absolutely screw up your game. It's for sure the truth. But after a while, you get used to it. Okay, so does this have the? Because this is obviously not a PlayStation made controller, right?
It actually is. It's customized.
Oh, okay, so what's the price?
Oh,
Do you know?
Yeah, I do. Look at the top of the screen. There,
$290 for a controller.
So $100 more than the Elite Series 2.
Yo.
And they have an Xbox One as well.
And while we're at it,
so why would you pay all that money for an Xbox One when you can get a branded controller that does way more for the Xbox?
And while we're at this discussion, I need consoles to catch up with the PC crew. Why don't y'all have RGB yet? What are y'all doing? We had RGB like for years. How come I can't get nice colors?
Well, look at the gym buttons. You can get them colored, lighted. They light up.
It lights up around, especially the DualSense lights up around not the D-pad, the trackpad.
PlayStation and Xbox aren't making these. These are third-party company, right?
No, I mean, here's my PlayStation controller. I know, geek, but just go with it. See it light up?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, so when I'm playing a game, like let's say I'm playing Grand Theft Auto and I'm being chased by a cop, that flashes blue and red to let me know I'm being chased by the police.
I'll say my PC down here,
and it's not
lit up like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, it's not on that level. It's not on that level. I'm not gonna lie, but there are things that you can do.
But these controllers are on that level.
Yeah.
When you customize it, you can customize how your buttons are lit. They even have a controller. When we talked about this a while ago, like here's one of the ones.
Oh, it looks like
customized. And so on the sticks where it's black going into the controller, those are gel-like, and it has lights there. And it'll light up however you want it to.
Neat.
Yeah, but I mean, I could maybe see paying for the PlayStation one, but the Xbox one at that same price is ridiculous because I get more back buttons. I get 4 instead of 2. I can customize my sticks so I can make them there's a tensioner so I can make them tighter or looser.
Like, hey, you got one of these custom controllers? I figure Bungie owes you at this junction in time, right?
Yeah, we were talking about that. Been playing Destiny for 7 years.
Yeah.
Lady A has.
Don't they owe you some something? You know, they got Stroop waffles. Look at that, Destiny Stroop waffles, and an energy drink. They need to break you off something, yo.
I'm surprised. Is that a music box? It is a music box.
Oh, I was expecting a controller.
And it plays.
Okay.
Interesting.
This could play Cade 6 Dying Words. Spoiler. Sorry. But it's been 7 years.
I feel like he was spinning that music box the wrong direction. What is this?
I'll let it run so you can see.
It's rated E for everyone to mature. Steam has a sale. Yo, skip that ad.
Sure do.
Oh, side plate. No, that's more than just a side plate.
Wait.
It's a screen.
Well, that's interesting. And a cooling chamber?
No, it's on the side. It snaps to the side of the PlayStation.
That's weird. Okay. I remember them doing this back in the early 90s.
I mean, what?
Remember when the PlayStation had the PlayStation 1 had the flipped up screen that you could get?
Yeah.
Updating the wireless controller device software. Welcome back to PlayStation.
Stephen Hawking?
I don't think that's him. He's never spoken in one of the videos.
Right.
That's kind of... I don't know how I feel about that thing. That's neat. Considering my son has put a gouge in my daggone Xbox controller.
Game's home.
What are you talking about, Blink? I'm telling you, you're missing out. Take them all off. Keypad.
Parappa the Rappa, yo. You bought a PS.
That's old.
Parappa the Rappa. I laugh about it because I just bought the Xbox Series S and I play Tetris. So.
I mean, you're not the only person that I've heard say that it was an excellent game.
I actually play that a lot.
Tetris is like a great game.
That's like Tetris Evolution is like my little cool down now.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like, I got all these games, right? I'll play Tetris and I'll play crossword puzzles on my phone. But I bought, I got the Xbox and that was like the first game I downloaded was Tetris.
I really want to see that monitor.
He's going to show it.
You can sell 5 matches and COD goes.
It's got to be better in real life.
I imagine they don't have a whole lot of. I mean, I don't know this or not, but do they have a whole lot of cheating on the consoles you're in? I know it's not as bad as PC. Is it
it's
bad?
getting there because everything is becoming crossplay with PC.
Okay. I know this game. I've shot plenty of people from this game. Although I despise sniper rifles in that game.
Take the objectives.
I do like the whiteout button.
I think the controllers look good. I don't know how I feel about the screen. Like, I guess you can pitch it as portability, but like, are you really going to take your PS5 out in public and just set it up somewhere in hopes that you don't get robbed?
No. Like, if you take me, for instance, I take my consoles to when we go to visit my in-laws.
And you can plug them up to a TV.
No, I always have to take a monitor or something.
Okay.
But I have my gaming environment, so I can just plug it into that. But yeah.
Set up your PS5 on in McDonald's. See what happens.
Yeah, about that.
See if you don't get robbed.
If I get this monitor, I might have to make that video for you.
Oh, that ain't gonna happen in Virginia. Nope. You will be shot. There you go. Look at them playing a Fortnite.
And I just want you guys to know that that's the speakers that's on that monitor deck. There's a speaker on the bottom left.
Sure. I don't know. I think it's kind of ugly, in my opinion. They could have done something with that black top.
Work in conjunction with the other squads.
But, I mean,
The enemy armored train. Good hunting.
it works, so there's that. They could put like a PlayStation logo, or they even their own logo on there.
It's definitely an interesting concept.
But I didn't see the pricing for that, so not sure.
I didn't see the pricing or the specs. But
Look at them playing a Battlefield. You know how hard it is to get in a lobby in Battlefield these days?
Are they just full?
They're just swamped.
Because the new one is coming.
Yeah, they're swamped, yo.
Disappointed that got pushed back a month, but not really. I mean, I'm cool with it, but
Oh, we lost Geek.
wow, we just lost Geek. He just vanished straight out.
I'm not sure on that. What do you think, Falchion? You think Tom Clancy PS5?
Yeah, they said they were doing. I thought they had already done it. The Division, but not the Division 2, but not Breakpoint.
Right on.
I don't know what just happened.
Just had a happy little hiccup. Yeah.
Happy little hiccup.
Happy little hiccup. Happy little.
So I mean, that was cool, and some cool accessories now. Andrea, you saw that was Geek that did that.
I didn't do it this time, Andrea. I didn't.
This is not something I'm trying to advise him to purchase.
But you showed it to him.
I wasn't showing it to him. Andrea. I actually wanted him to close his eyes. This is for the viewers.
I didn't do it, Andrea. Oh,
this time.
Yeah, this time it wasn't me. You have 4 million monitors.
But I need 4 million and one.
Yeah.
So also Microsoft has released a big update for the Xbox. Like I said, I haven't been able to check those out yet, but one of the things is you were asking if Game Pass or not Game Pass, xCloud was out of beta. That's a whole part of this big update.
Okay.
So when I loaded it, it actually told me there was an update. So it loaded a totally separate instance of Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I clicked on it, it still said beta.
Huh.
See, Kimberly says you have too many monitors too.
I already know Geek probably has a whole wall of monitors like he's in Jeopardy.
Please don't get Kimberly started. Please. Mind you, she complains about it. But whenever she has her work from home days, I catch her on a multitude of monitors. Like, what is this? What is this?
Yeah. I will say. It looks like some good stuff coming along then.
Because guys, side note, I just want to admit that when she realized that there was an extra Xbox there was a whole lot of eye rolling, side eye going on, because I did not pass it by the warden.
Oh,
Kimberly, were you like, what does this have to do with Wednesday Wise?
No, she was like, I know my first topic. Why did this man go out and get this Xbox?
Andrea says that that monitor is $360.
Whoa. You can literally buy a 52-inch flat screen for $200.
You can get an LG. It's either 40, I think it's 48 inches. 4K for 300 and I think it's $68.
Yeah.
But see, nowadays you got to go
this one's
for the
small.
2.1. I need to know this, but I'm gonna have to find out the specs,
dude,
for that thing. That thing looked cool. I don't know if I want to hook it up to my.
But here's the thing, and I'm pretty sure what it is an actual PC monitor versus an actual television. And if that's the case, like, consoles don't even keep that kind of refresh rate. So, like, why would you spend that extra money for that?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Like, the consoles don't use as much on the refresh rate as the PCs do. PCs clock way more frames per second than consoles do any day of the week.
But consoles are now doing 120. So
again,
I know. Yeah, I mean, I get that. I mean, PCs doing.
Would you?
Well,
I mean,
2, but
let me ask you, and we're gonna bring in Gkmstr.
Wait, let me acknowledge Andrea's comment.
What?
Oh, wait, before you say that, I just want to say that it's been nice knowing Geek, because he's about to say something crazy that he shouldn't say. And Kimberly, I'm acknowledging that after he says what he's about to say, you're probably going to kill him. So I ain't see nothing. Go ahead.
No, sir, dude. No, sir. This is the older and wiser Geek. Two most important words in the English language. Yes, dear.
Well, there you go.
Not gonna get me to step into that. Nope, not me. You see what Kimberly said?
We're just Geek's about to disappear from the screen again, but this time it's not going to be a technical glitch. You're just going to see Kimberly's arm reach in from
the other side of the screen. Yeah.
You're going to see a big hook come across the Apollo. They're going to just yank me off the stage. So
the updates on the hardware, I did want to mention, I don't know if we have much time to mention it or not. The Microsoft's dropping 500 gig solid state drive, a cheaper option, if you will, for their system.
Oh, cool.
But it isn't that much cheaper. Like, I don't understand. Well, I do understand. Microsoft has these solid state drives on lock. They're running their own particular software, and they've got Seagate locked in contract, even that they're making money off of these Seagate hard drives. So, but Seagate is releasing the smaller hard drives, 500 gigs, but it's still $190. You can get, a PC hard drive for $190. You probably have 5 terabytes of hard drive space or something,
Well, that's, I mean, PC SSDs are still expensive, right? I mean, running the same prices, right?
No,
they're not.
No, they're half the price.
Yeah.
Literally.
Of the consoles?
Of the
SSDs?
It's yes.
Wow, I
Yeah.
did not know that.
Yeah, they're way cheap compared to the console variations of them, but it's mostly real. From reading the details, it's mostly on Microsoft in this instance because it's a proprietary technology, and they're not opening up to anybody. They're the only people they're opening up to is Seagate, and they're making money off of Seagate just selling them, but. I mean, like, I can't imagine too many people rushing to the stores to get these things. But I mean, then again, I didn't see that they would buy the PS5s off the shelves before they even, you know what I mean? Like, there's a supply and demand, and people get them. So, but for you guys that own them, there is a cheaper option out there. That's all I wanted to say.
And no, Andrea, we don't regret telling you guys we love you and happy that you're here. And Kimberly, we don't understand, but we're trying. We're trying real hard. But yeah, that's definitely cool. There goes Geek's warning music for the time. So
we're trying new things, guys. We're trying to warn ourselves, trying to stay on time.
Actually, Geek was supposed to have like a really obnoxious alarm, but I think Geek must have forgot.
Yeah, that works.
But yeah, what else? Just a quick thing. Scalpers are now making or are now losing money on scalping PS5s. So that's a good thing. Yeah, we'll get that.
Down with the scalpers.
So
price gougers.
What I think that means is that PlayStation is actually producing more consoles with this updated console that they have. And I think we talked about it last week, but it turns out that it does not run hotter in the more important ways. So if you are looking to get one, have no fear of getting one. They run just fine and well within the specs. And actually, the chip itself runs cooler. It's everything else that runs a little bit hotter. So not really a problem as far as anyone can tell to this point. Also, the PS5 is no longer, again, thanks to the new console that they're just releasing, is no longer being sold at a loss. So Sony is actually making money on the PS5 consoles, which again is a good thing.
Good for them.
So yeah, what else? And we just talked about the storage. Plink found an article where somebody made or something.
So there's floating around. People are getting.
That's what I'm looking for right now.
Yeah, they're floating around on the net. It started over in Asia, and some guy figured out a way to create an adapter to fit on an M.2 drive. And
he didn't create. It exists.
Okay, so there's an adapter out there that he attached to M.2 drive, and it wasn't just any M.2 drive. It was a very particular one, but it was significantly cheaper, obviously, than trying to get the Seagate versions, and the Xbox recognized it. It wasn't pretty. It's not a pretty hack, yeah, but it was done.
I need to jump in for a second. Lady A, I told you that I get those alerts. Well, this is an Xbox, another Xbox one. Xbox Series XS stock alert. Expected restocks from September 20th through the 26th. I told you, lady, I get them all the time. They tell me when they're doing it. And this is a tweet from Xbox itself, from Microsoft itself.
And with that, we're going to end the show because we have like 10 seconds and Geek will be mad if we go over. So
no, because I'm sorry, because I interrupted Plank in the middle of something.
No,
okay.
You're all right.
Okay. Hey, he said it.
Like I said, it wasn't it's not a pretty hack, but it is done. It is possible to get an expansion a lot cheaper, but There it is. You can try it out. It's out there in the wild. We'll see if somebody comes up with a better looking version, a better version of it out there. So
I'm sure if somebody can figure out like a makeshift housing for it to make it look better. But even still, it's on the back of the console. So how much of it?
My guess, though, to be honest, is Xbox is gonna figure out a way to lock those drives out.
Think so?
Microsoft.
No, I don't.
I don't think they could pull it off.
No, not that they couldn't. I'm just saying I don't think that PlayStation wants to do that.
Oh, it's not PlayStation. It's Microsoft. Yeah.
And Microsoft is going to do the same thing that Sony did. They're going to say, if you do this, that somehow voids the warranty.
Yeah.
Don't know how they would know though. But yeah. Anything else, guys?
That's all I got.
Geek.
What is this? Episode 32 is in the can.
Pretty much on time. But go ahead, Plink. Let everybody know where they can find you.
Oh man, you can find me on Twitch, Plank GJE, Steam, PJ Danger, Discord, Plank, Instagram, Plank999, Pokemon Go. There's a whole list of numbers right there. And you can find me here on the GSA Network, Borderless Gaming, every Sunday. What's up?
Geek, your turn.
And I let it run. Gkmstr NYC on Xbox. Gkmstr. Yeah. I had to think for a second. On Twitch, Discord, Steam. Yeah.
All over there.
And
Twitch,
don't forget
Discord,
Wednesday
Steam.
Wise.
Yes.
It's and then on it's just Gkmstr, and on Uplay it's Gkmstr NYC spelled out. And on Wednesday Wise, even when it's not on Wednesday, you can find me at Wednesday YouTube.com/Wednesday Wise.
That's right, J-Law. No bashing of the PlayStation this week. Actually, we sung the PlayStation's praises.
Yeah, man, gave them a lot of love this week. So next
there
week,
you go.
Expect us to kick them in the teeth.
J-Law, this is Borderless Gaming. We play everywhere.
Yes.
All right, and you guys can find me Falchion757 on PlayStation, Steam, and Twitch. On the Xbox, I'm Falchion GSA, and here on YouTube, it's Borderless Gaming GSA. I want to thank everyone for stopping through and hanging out with us again this week. Really good time, as always, hanging out with you all. And until next time, this has been Falchion. You know me, I'm Ghost.
Glad you made it, Lewis.
Later.
Later, everybody.
Lewis.